Okay, so here's another great song that if you study these chords, if you practice these chords, and you nailed them. Now you have to put a lot of time in just learning the diatonic chord. That's why I teach you the foundation first, because I want you to get the chords on your fingertips before you actually start to play songs, so you can have that technique thing down together. Okay, now here I am to worship. Couple of ways to play this, but traditionally, um, here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Uh, okay, so what's the progression to that? Okay, it starts out on a 5 chord, a 5/11 chord, just to set up the, all right, so, and we can actually take this F triad here, because we said, what was it, F chord with the G to bass, and the melodies are here, here I am to the worship, 1 chord, okay, so we can, a couple of ways we can do that, okay, so let me take it down an octave for worship, here I am to, then it goes to a 5 chord, bow down, here I am to worship. Okay, so it went to a 1, okay, pretty cool stuff here. Wonderful, wonderful stuff, 11, 11, 11. So it went to a 1, starting with the 5 chord, here I am to 1 chord, worship, here I am to the 5 chord, bow down, here I am to the 3 chord, to worship, you're my God, you're my God, you're my King. Okay, so then back to the 5, and then what changes the song, you take these chords, but you got to listen to the track so you can feel the groove. So 1 chord to the 5, then to the 3 chord, then to the 4, then to the 5/11 chord, 1 chord, here I am to the 5 chord, bow down, here I am to worship, you're mine to the 4 chord, God, okay, you're all to, and then what makes it sweet, just start creating your own rhythms and your melodies, step outside the box and try to use the diatonic chords. So if you learned everything up to this point, you should be playing all of this stuff by now. Every bit of it. All of it? Okay, moving right along. Michael Jackson back in the day. Another song. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Okay, man in the mirror. Very popular progression. 1, 3, 4, 5. Cannot tell you how many chords, how many songs were written using the 1, 3, 4, 5 progression over and over again. Okay, so we got I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Okay, then the 1. I'm asking him to change his ways. Here's the 1. Here's the 3. Here's the 4. Here's the 5. Okay, back to the 1. And then you kind of put a little groove to it. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm using that 5/11. I'm not using the major chord with that in second. I'm using the 5/11 chord. Because remember I told you, in contemporary music, 9 times out of 10, it's going to use the 5/11 chord. Now, will it always happen all the time? No. You got to hear both chords and know both chords. Because if you try 1 to 5 chords and it don't work, then try the other one. It's going to be one of the two. That's all there is. Okay, so here's the 1. And here again, in the left hand, when we did these chords, if you got a band with a bass player, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. When I play this 5/11, I can play any one of those chords that we inverted on that F triad. So whichever one you get closer to, the man in the mirror, okay? Wherever you want to place it is fine. Just whatever's comfortable, whatever's quickest for you to get to. So notice I'm just kind of, now that if I'm playing by myself, I don't need to add all this other stuff. I need to kind of keep a bass line going. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5 progression. Okay, now let's look at one other song that uses that same progression. Okay, I can't remember the artist. I'm sure somebody can email me and tell me what it is. I Got Love on My Mind back in the day. 2, 3, 4. And you listen to these tracks, man, you'll be hearing that 1, 3, 4, 5. I got love on my mind. Same progression as Man in the Mirror. So why do they sound so different? Same chord progressions. All you got to do is train your ear to hear the bass notes to these progressions. That 1, that 3, that 4, and that 5. You don't have to know everything that they're playing in the band. You don't have to know the guitar part, the bass part, the drum. You just need to hear the foundation. The foundation of the song is the bass line. So critical. So I got love. That 1, 3, 4, just like Man in the Mirror. I got love. Now let's put the chords with it. I got love on my mind again. I got love on my mind. Now you might say, hey, that 3 chord sounds a little weird, that 1, 3. And there's some other option for some other chords to play on the 3 chord, for instance, and this is a good time to explain them to you. If the first 3 didn't work, that major chord, the major 2 chord with the 3rd in the bass, a minor 7 chord will work. And in this case, an E minor 7 chord is nothing more than an E in the bass with a G chord in the right hand. Okay, then it means that we have the option to invert the G, still playing the E minor 7 chord. We have the option to do octaves like we did with the 5/11 chord. But a minor chord is nothing more than some root note with a triad on top also. Okay, so if I change, instead of playing this regular 3 chord that we learned, this 1, 2, 3, let's try this other, on the 3, let's use the minor 7 chord. 1, okay, 2, and then 3. And then we get a slightly different sound. And then in contemporary music, 5 times out of 10, it could be either one. So here's the 1. I got love. Now, hear that, the E minor chord? I got love on my mind, okay? I got love. See, the E with the G chord, however you want to play the G chord, I can double it on my mind to the 4 chord. So many songs are using, I mean, this is just the foundation for contemporary music. You got to learn this stuff. And most musicians, a lot of them are still struggling because they haven't learned this part of the contemporary music equation. So let me move on just a couple of more examples and we're going to move on out of here. The class will be over shortly. Just hold on for a second. Richard Marx, Right Here Waiting. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. You know, the melody goes. Okay, so I mean, if you haven't heard it, you can go to YouTube and look at Richard Marx, Right Here Waiting.